What's up, YouTube? Sit. Hey, sit. Thank you. Now eat the stuff.
He's going to get fat off of that. He's going to get a little thickums.
No, he's not. I don't feed him in the morning or the afternoon. I haven't fed him all day.
Oh, poor guy.
I've given him maybe a half cup of food. That's how you're supposed to train dogs, apparently. You need to starve them so they can listen to you more. Because the thing is, it's so true, bro. When you're fed, is he going to sit? No. Unless he's, like, really trained, obviously. But, yeah.
He wants more.
Yeah, he does. He's not going to get more, though. He's going to fall asleep.
What is up, everybody? Welcome back to Qualified Dropouts, episode 30-something.
38, I think.
38, 37?
Yeah, almost a 40 rack.
Almost a 40.
Remember buying a 40 rack when we used to be alcoholics?
Yeah, you know what's crazy? Once we hit 52, we'll have done this podcast for a year.
Dang.
Crazy?
That's coming up. Wow.
Yeah, we got like 3 more months.
Yeah, that'll be like close to my birthday.
Yeah.
In July.
Because I think we did it right after your birthday.
Mm-hmm.
Or is it right? Was it after or before? Actually?
It was after. 100% it was after.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Yeah. No, it was before. Remember we wanted to bring the podcast on the YouTube, on the boat?
Yeah, you're right. It was.
Yeah.
But it still feels like we started after.
No, because we had a couple episodes. Like, what if we answer these questions on the boat?
Yeah.
Because it was after
That's right.
Ava's. It was after like the 3rd episode
That's
or something
right.
like that.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Crazy. Anyways, we have a good topic today. Something I want to talk about.
Yeah.
I think it's going to be, as you guys can see at the title, but will TikTok be banned? And why?
You're going to have to fill me in on the situation, Ian. Because you know more than I do.
Really?
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know a crazy amount. Basically, from what I'm getting at, is the U.S. is wanting to ban TikTok due to security issues and them getting data. And China owns, the person who developed it is from China. Doesn't mean it's owned by China, though. That's the thing. Because I read something. Obviously, we don't know how true it is. There's really no such thing as real news. But China apparently has banned TikTok. They've limited, actually. They have another app that they use.
Yeah.
But they've also limited the time you can be on it. So,
really?
It's crazy. It's like actually really, really strict. So,
wow.
China apparently has TikTok banned. So it's just a person who's from China built this app. And they say that they are harvesting data and they're selling it to the to the China government or whatever. And that's basically it's because the US doesn't have their foot in it, they have no control. That's it. I mean, think about like Twitter. The reason why the US didn't care how many people were on that, what they were posting about is because the U.S. had control of what was being said.
That's true.
The CDC and everything. Now it's caused a lot of turmoil because Elon Musk bought it, and now he's in control, and they're out of it. And they're in lawsuits and everything. But I was listening to some of like what the Congress was saying. They're saying that there's these dangerous trends that these people are doing, and it's their fault that other people are getting hurt or getting killed because they're doing these trends on TikTok, or it's like really bad for their mental health or something. And I'm like, you can't control how people feel based off of that. Like,
that's going to be on the internet regardless.
It's going to be on the internet. You have so many other different social media platforms.
However, obviously, there shouldn't be nude people dancing on TikTok.
I mean, there shouldn't be
obviously
pornography on it. I agree, 100%. I mean, it's gotten to that point. But technically right now there is really, I mean, I haven't seen any like pure actual. But it's just common for people to post things like that. But if you're on a different For You page, you don't see it at all.
Yeah, I don't see it whatsoever, bro.
Yeah, me neither. But there's like dangerous trends that I didn't know about that people have died from trying or something like that.
Really?
But that's what they're saying, and I was listening to it, and all they wanted to do.
Sounds like cope.
Yeah, because they're like, these people, all I heard was this guy was, you know what, the U.S. Congress was just making no sense, actually. I was like listening to this guy, and the way the congressman was speaking was more out of anger and no actual truth. Like there was like no fact, there was nothing backed up. He's like, well, how would you feel if this? He's like, do you know how many kids died? And he's like, well, I don't know. Like, what do you mean? They have security measures put in place to prevent certain things like on there. But basically, that's it. I mean, U.S. wants to ban TikTok because they don't have any control of it, and they think that they're harvesting data and selling it to somebody else. But, I mean, in all reality, everyone sells data. Everything you put on, everyone sells data. Other companies sell data. Your doctors sell data.
Yeah.
Everybody does.
Yeah.
Basically, that's just it. The U.S. doesn't have any control over it. Everyone already sells data, but the U.S. controls a lot of other people. That's why they feel threatened. And it just kind of goes back to show that there really is no such thing as freedom of speech unless the government has control over what it is exactly. We have the freedom to create apps over here and do what we want, apparently. But now that the government thinks whatever is going on, or like they have no control over it, they can't tell us what what they want us to hear. They're getting upset and they want to ban it completely. So it's just kind of crazy to me. But that's we can definitely dive deeper into it. But I know I've been talking about it. I want you to kind of.
Yeah, that's wild. The thing is why I deleted my TikTok. You already know that, but a lot of people have been asking me where my TikTok is, and I'm like, I made a new one. I deleted my old one and made a new one. Yeah, it's gone forever.
No, I'm saying I thought you didn't make a new one, and you were.
Oh.
I thought that's what you. I thought you.
Oh no, yeah, no, I made a new one, but it would be unfortunate for the sole-handed reason is it would ruin my. It would ruin one of my parts of my operating systems because that's where I create my content, and then that's when I disperse it through all other platforms.
Yeah. No, TikTok is a big. That's my biggest platform I'm on that I enjoy that for my business and everything. I've been able to reach and connect with so many more people, and I think it's such a powerful app. And for it to be banned would really it would put a dent. It would Of course, I think another app would come out, or we would just swap. Everyone would then have to be forced over to Instagram. So I think I would just see more traction on Instagram.
Mm-hmm.
But that would be it's just crazy. I don't know if it did get banned. That's gonna be a huge switch.
Yeah, you're telling me. I'm not really too worried. I know you're worried a lot. I'm not really worried that much if TikTok gets banned. I wanted to talk about how important it is to be on every single platform. Because there's a lot of talk on, stick to one platform, do it well, and then, do that for a while.
Mm-hmm.
But that just goes to show, bro, you can't. You literally can't.
No, you can't.
If you can, you're putting yourself at a very, very big risk.
I would say you need at least 2 platforms that aren't owned by the same people. Mm-hmm. So Instagram and TikTok was perfect. You post on both the exact same stuff. You grow a following on both. You push all your TikTok people, whoever's growing more, over to your Instagram. That's what I've been doing on my lives. Mm-hmm. And just go follow my Instagram. And I'm getting a lot of followers. So just do that. And yeah, it's super important to be so diverse because if something like this happens and it actually does go through, do I think the U.S. is actually going to ban TikTok? No, because I don't think they have enough evidence or actual
When do they make a decision? Is it today?
I think they're just in a hearing. Honestly, they're not going to just be banned now because it's it's kind of unethical. It would be almost that's something they can't just do. And if they do, it's going to show the American people how much power they have and how little of freedom of speech and also how little of value we bring to the government. So first, the U.S. do need to evaluate how many people actually use TikTok.
Yeah.
Guess how many Americans use TikTok?
How many? What's our population? 350 million?
350 million, yeah.
I'm going to say close to 200 million.
It's 130 million people.
Damn.
It's a third of our population.
Yeah.
A third of our population. That's of U.S.
And how
people.
many users are on the app completely?
I don't know. But a third of our population is on TikTok.
Dude, man. And how many people are in the world? 8 billion almost?
Yeah. Isn't that crazy?
Dude, that is so insane.
These numbers. But a third.
Yeah.
And it's even people who aren't even on TikTok too, they're going to be affected. They're going to be annoyed with it, I bet, anyways. They're wow, they just took away an app because they just felt like it was unsafe. So, because there's really no, it's just so, it's like posting on Twitter, right? It's really, it's freedom of speech. So I don't think they're going to just be banned. If anything, I think the U.S. is going to somehow try to get involved, or they're going to have to create a U.S.-based app, and will only be limited to the U.S.
That'd be
None
lit.
of that data can go to the outside world.
Mm-hmm.
But if it does that too, we're going to be like freaking, South Korea, North Korea? They can't talk to anybody. Like, they don't have internet outside of, like, they can't call anybody, talk to anybody. I think it's North Korea. Outside of their country. That's crazy.
Dude, I was having a conversation with this woman the other night, and dude, so apparently in Thailand, where her sister's living, like, you're not allowed to say, like, I'm praying for you, like, God loves you and stuff like that, because they're not Christian.
Wow.
Yeah. So, like, that gets flagged if you say it to them. And her sister was like, yeah, please don't send me those messages because it's going to get flagged. And I was like, that's, like, serious stuff,
That's
man.
crazy. Yeah.
That's really serious stuff.
Religion's interesting when you go across the country and everything. But,
Yeah.
so, I don't know. It's going to be very difficult for them to get away with it and, like, banning an app completely. That's just going to... It's a part of our society, whether people like it or not. Like, it just is. It's a huge impact on communication with a bunch of people. So, I don't see it actually going through. But it just shows, like, if the U.S. government doesn't like something, they're gonna take you to, like, they can cancel if they have the power to do that. Obviously, like, they do. But so, I mean, kind of leading back to being on multiple platforms, because what if, like, TikTok went bankrupt in the beginning, or, you know, Facebook goes bankrupt, or whatever, like, Twitter, I mean, they decide not to do it anymore. Like, your whole platform's dead. You're really, if you're sticking to one, you're not growing on multiple other ones, you're screwed. So.
Yeah. Like, I can't stress that enough. Like, imagine you building a business on only one platform and that platform goes away. You have to start at literally zero on another platform and learn it. That would suck.
That's why I'm also building my email list.
Yeah. I mean,
super smart. It's a slow approach.
Yeah.
Long-term game. It's like you won't profit off an email list for a while.
Oh yeah,
but
it's gonna take a minute. But yeah.
But that right there, you cannot take away an email. So
that's true.
That is a very certain thing that you can keep forever, which is kind of crazy. So you just have to learn how to stay connected with a bunch of people, because if platform goes, you're screwed. But no, I don't think it's gonna get banned though. I think it'll be very difficult for them to actually ban it. I'm like worried about it because I have a larger following, and that's where I really put all my time. I disperse all my content, but I put majority of my time on TikTok because I see the most rewards from TikTok. So that's why I'm on there a lot. So if it gets banned, it'd be like, dang, that sucks. But I would just carry that same, like, output or the same work ethic and just go to another platform and just grow that one. Like, it's not like it's gonna really affect me. I just have to get used to a new platform. I honestly just don't really like Instagram.
Yeah, dude. I don't either.
Like, honestly.
Yeah. Tino's a big like, I don't like TikTok. I like Instagram, and I'm like, yeah, I'm actually the opposite. Thing is me, Ian and I we both own business. We're both entrepreneurs and stuff like that. But the thing is we're just getting a platform taken away from us. And a lot of y'all think y'all's 9-to-5 jobs are really that secure when they're really not, because, like, it just happened about TikTok potentially getting banned. That can literally happen at they don't care about you, right?
Well, our friend Brandon, he worked at Google and Facebook.
Yeah.
And
this prime example right here.
He actually, just recently too. And Facebook, whatever, laid off like 10,000 people or something like that. A bunch of people because they didn't need them anymore because of the changes in their business or where they're going. Like, the positions were filled, and he had a great job.
Yeah.
Like, if you could say secure job, right?
Very secure job, yeah.
So
money-wise, secure.
Like, paying very, very well. And, I mean, you're working for Facebook. I think.
And he said it was random. He was like, yep, y'all are out. That's it.
Yeah, there was
like 2-week warning.
Yep.
It's like that's how quick it can happen, bro. So
it's like, never rely on anybody or anything else. And that's something that we've learned is, like, doesn't matter if the platform changes. There's no point in relying on it, and there's no point complaining about it. I don't understand when people complain about things they can't control. And actually, that's my biggest.
Yeah.
I hate that. I can't stand it.
Yeah.
Because it's like, what's the purpose of you even saying this and complaining about it? Nothing's gonna change. Example, this TikTok. The U.S. doesn't care about you. The government doesn't care if you want it or not. If they want to ban it, they're going to ban it. You can complain about it all you want. You complaining is just...
That's honestly, you complaining about the situation is just going to make you more angry.
Yeah,
That's
and it's
it.
like nothing is going to change.
Yeah.
Honestly, like, you have no power. Like,
Yeah.
that's it.
Mhm.
Like, we have no power.
Yeah.
I mean, there's
And that's
people
that's
so much
okay.
more powerful than
Yeah.
us that are just going to do what they want to do. And that's just the unfortunate truth. And you need to just accept that. I don't think you need to not fight for what you believe in and everything, but I just think you need to accept that there are people who are more powerful than you that can make changes that can affect your life, and it's just going to happen, and you have no say, no care, whatever. It doesn't really matter. So that's like there's no point in complaining.
Yeah.
If you complain about something you can't control, you're just kind of an idiot. Like, you're stupid.
Yeah.
If you complain about something you can't control, then just find the solution.
Yeah. The thing is, there is a lot of things you can control, but, you know, TikTok being banned, we can't go to the U.S. government and say, hey, don't ban this thing. Listen to us. They
don't care.
They don't care
How
at
many
all.
riots have you seen or protests have you seen that actually they listened to?
Yeah.
None.
Well, I mean, the MLK movement.
Yeah.
That was about it.
Yeah.
And that was serious though. Like that needed to happen.
Yeah.
But besides,
I've never seen a protest where it actually goes right. Honestly.
Same. Yeah. I remember when all the BLM stuff was going on in Knoxville. Dude, it was so bad, bro. So bad. Like they had to shut down streets because the guys were throwing like glass bottles outside of their cars, and they were like hitting restaurants and stuff.
It's crazy.
It's terrible.
Yeah, it's horrible. It's like that's not how you
It was awful, man. Dude, I remember I was we had to hide in the back of the shop because we were in downtown Knoxville, and like the protest or riot or whatever, they were coming down, bro, and they were throwing stuff at our building, and I'm like, well, I'm not gonna I don't want to die. I'm gonna go hide in the back, like, because I'm a white guy.
And I don't understand that, because it's like the only people you're affecting are probably the people that also support you.
Yeah.
You're only hurting them because now they have to go through insurance and claim all of this. And then what if the insurance doesn't cover it, or now their insurance rates go up? You did nothing except hurt the community.
Mm-hmm.
Everyone that supported you now now has to pay more. And it's like, I've never understood that.
Yeah.
I've actually never understood when people flip over cars and things. It's like that person was probably a supporter.
Yeah.
Like that was somebody's car.
Mm-hmm.
It wasn't the government's car. It wasn't the government or the people who making the decision. It wasn't there. Like, it just makes no sense to me. I think people are just really funny. So, yeah, but don't really complain. I think it's stupid. I think it's a waste of time. It just, you have no power. But you do have the power of diversifying into other platforms. You can take all that energy you would have from complaining and just put it into growing in another platform and making an adjustment. That's just it. But that's kind of my 2 cents on it.
Yeah, you kind of nailed that. What was the next?
It's just about power and be flexible. I mean, being flexible is super, super key.
Mm-hmm.
And stuff like this. I mean, you get laid off from your job, like acquire skills and learn how to go get another job in maybe a different field, or use your skills to get another job that can help support you, whatever. But learning to be flexible is like super important, and don't think that the world is over if one thing happens that you had no control over.
Yeah. No, that's super important, because I think actually I don't think I know that when people grow up, that's how life is supposed to be. Mm-hmm. Like, for example, I mean, we can even take this example, like this TikTok thing, right? We've never experienced us being on a platform and then it getting shut down, you know? And I think a lot of people go through life like being like, oh, well, that's not supposed to happen. It's like, no, I mean, that's expected. Like,
that's
life
what should be expected.
Yeah, that
people expect the most perfect outcome.
Yeah.
Like, go to college, you get a degree, you get a stable job, and you work there, and you have a pension after, which they don't really exist anymore, but 401k gets set up, and now you're retired and you're good. Like, that's what people think. It's safety. That's not true.
No, it's a completely different world, bro. And I always tell people to set lower expectations. Don't think of the perfect outcome and the perfect expectation, because like it's just not going to happen. And it takes a lot of stress off your shoulders if you don't expect the perfect outcome. Like when something bad happens, I tell this to all of my clients too. Like if they get sick or like maybe they get hurt and they're like, dude, this just sucks. I'm like, yeah, but it's expected. And they're like, wait, what? And I'm like, you didn't think you were ever going to get sick again? You didn't think you were ever going to get the flu? Like, that's going to happen, right?
You didn't think you were ever going to run out of time or whatever. Yeah. Like you didn't
think you're going to work another 10-hour shift and it's hard to make it to the gym? That's expected, bro.
Yeah, it's like it's going to happen. It's not. It's the weak-minded and the weak people are the ones who expect life to be like this perfect, or like once they start on something new, they're like, oh well, everything's gonna be perfect from here on out, and all my old issues and struggles in the past that I used to have will no longer occur to me anymore. I won't get sick. I'll be 100% healthy. I will always have time for the gym. I'll always have time for my business. It's like, no, that's not. Yeah.
And that's kind of what's happening here. Because this is coming from, like, my personal experience when I was getting into business and stuff. Like, when shit hit the fan, I'm like, this isn't supposed to happen, because I was never really used to shit hitting the fan.
Yeah.
Right? But then it's a complete mindset shift from like, oh, like, this is actually expected. Because shit happens a lot. And even with this TikTok thing, dude, if we would have just been starting out, we would have been probably pretty livid if it would have actually shut down. But now it's like, I mean, this is expected, bro.
Yeah, it's like it's unfortunate, but if I can do it once, or I have done it once, I can do it a million times. I can just shift, make a little detour, go a different route, and get the exact same results. It's not like it's not a once in a lifetime thing. And I think people think that some decisions they make, if they somehow lose this opportunity, it's like once in a lifetime.
Yeah, it's a once in a lifetime thing. It's gone forever. It's like no.
There's so many other opportunities that could be even 10 times better than the opportunity you had in front of you. It's not a once in a lifetime thing. I think it's just FOMO. I think people just think it's like fear of missing out. And I don't know. It's not true. The longer we're in business and doing everything, it's like, wow. Yeah. We really aren't missing out on that much.
Exactly. And I actually tweeted that today.
Really?
Yeah, I said, maybe you aren't getting what you want because God is preparing you. God is preparing you to get something even better. So, like, we don't have 1 million TikTok followers or whatever. We don't have 100 clients. And, I mean, like, that would be cool. Like, yeah, I guess we want that, right? But what if we don't have that because God wants something better than that for us? So he's preparing us for that, right? That's just what I like to think about a lot. So, like, this TikTok banning, it's like maybe, quite possibly, it's being banned because there's going to be another platform that comes out, and then we do even better on there, you know?
Yeah, we have more because of our experiences in the past. Like, that's another big thing is your experiences are your life lessons. And you can hear, I mean, you've probably heard this, like, every time. Like, experiences or your failures aren't like failures. They're just like life lessons and experiences. And it's, like, so true because if I were to start from ground zero again, but still had all of my experiences and failures, I would have climbed so much. I would climb so much faster, 100%. I wouldn't have gotten knocked out because I would have missed every other failure I had in the past. I would know exactly what to do. I would know what to expect. But that's also the beauty of it, because now going forward too, you can keep on climbing because you've had all these experiences. So whenever something like this happens, you're like, okay, well, that's fine because I've had all these experiences. Now I just know what I need to do next, and I can just keep on going. Like, you don't need all of these. Like, you don't need to be perfect, and all your life lessons and experiences are super important for you to keep going forward and also keep adapting, because you're going to utilize them later on to get to the next level.
Yeah, that's important, bro. Yeah, I've been talking about that a lot in my community. They'll say,
you should look forward to them. I believe you should. You should be happy that they happen. I'm so happy that all of last year happened.
Yeah.
I was talking to Reef about it yesterday. I was like, dude, I'm so happy. Like, I am so blessed that happened, and it sucked.
Yeah. I mean, it's unfortunate.
Financially, it was
but
horrible.
The thing is, imagine if that would have happened, we would have had kids and a family. That would have been terrible. Awful.
Yeah.
And the mistake we made last year was a very big mistake. Like, it was
Which one?
just the year as a whole. Like, that was a big lesson. I'm glad we learned it early. Because some entrepreneurs don't learn that lesson until
way later on.
Way later on. Then they get fucked.
Yeah.
Like, then they got go bankrupt and shit. You know?
Yep.
And lucky enough, we didn't have to do any of that. We didn't have to file, but man, dude, these things are so good.
Strawberries and cream is the best.
Strawberries and cream, zero sugar, Dr. Pepper. Yo, if y'all want to sponsor us,
we'll run it up.
Yeah.
But
dude, I'm good.
yeah, I think that's really not a long podcast today.
We didn't have a lot of topics to talk about. We're getting prepped to go to Austin potentially. I'm definitely going. I'm filming a Potter with Matt, the owner of Eclipse Labs. I filmed one with him a couple weeks ago, and his wife. So that's definitely going to go up. If Ian does show up, then we'll have another guest appearance. So we'll be filming 2 podcasts there. I'm going to leave that one in case
we'll see.
We'll see. But the one with Matt and Alicia is going to be extremely good next week. We just didn't really have that much to talk about this week. We've been slammed with work.
Yeah, it's a good thing, but we'll just run it. Your camera just died. But it's been a good thing. But it's just, we've been super, super crazy busy. So not a lot of topic research and everything has been going on in the back end to get some topics done. But yeah, we'll see you guys next week. I hope you guys enjoyed. I do not think TikTok will be banned. If it does, oh well, we just move on and we make adjustments, and that's just life. So hope you guys pulled some good value from this. Hope you guys it can relate to you. And if you guys are, in the social media realm and you're freaking out about it, don't freak out about it. There's really no point to, because you can find a different way to grow. So appreciate y'all. We'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.